What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Nicolo, and you're watching my barber dreams. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a low bald fade with some of the part and some design lines. I really like my client's texture and his color of his hair. I think it fades perfectly together. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video. And check it out. Right now, you guys are in my shop. This is where the magic happens, where it goes down. You can see this is my new barber chair I got for Christmas. I don't have my full setup right now, but it's also a laundry room. So it's my kit and everything. I got a little facial steamer over here, a little facial station, and this is usually where I set up my products. But like I said, guys, I'm not fully set up. I'm not prepared for this. So definitely leave me some feedbacks in the comments. I really want to know what you think about this video and about all my videos. You know, I accept all criticism as positive feedback, so I encourage that fully. So thank you again for watching. More videos on the way, and if you want to follow more of my work, follow my Instagram at Barber Dreams by Riggs. And until then, enjoy.
Alright, so check it out. We're going to start here and create our base layer with the 2-guard closed. Now it is a low bald fade, so it's okay to start with a 2-guard. Feels like a shadow fade or a 1, you may start with like a 3-guard close to create the base layer. But in this case, we're using a 2. So we're going to go all around the head, and I usually like to stop, right before the ridge. You don't want to go up too high with the base layer, especially with this style of cut. So now this is one thing I've been doing, especially with bald fades or lower fades. I always line up first before I even put the bald line in or start the fade at all, so that way the line will stay there and it won't fade away. And I'm going to follow the shape of his head, especially with lower fades or drop fades. You always want to follow the shape of his head or your client's head, to get the best look for them. So I'm going to remove the remaining hair in the bald section. I have my balding clippers here. You could also use your trimmers or your adjustable clippers all the way closed. And if you have one available, this is where you could use your foil shaver for that extra closeness. I love using one. I think it makes the bald fade really pop. I think it makes it look really smooth.
I remember what you said to me.
And now you're going to follow up with no guard, blade all the way open. This will be considered your true 1. And I'm going to follow the same shape that I follow with the bald line. Follow the shape of his head. And I'm not going to go up as high. I'll go up maybe like a 1/4 of an inch. I think that's key when you're doing lower fades, so you don't bring the fade up too high or it's not as light, where you want the dark regions. So I think it's important to keep this guideline pretty small. So it's pretty simple. You're going to close the blade, gradually fading down the guideline. So you're going to eventually end up with the blade all the way closed at the very first line of that guideline. You're going to take that right out. But then you're going to open the blade fully, fading up just like you did coming down, so you can cross check. And that will ensure that you'll have a smooth fade. And you're going to repeat that for the rest of the haircut. So now I'm going with my 1-guard closed. And now this is where you could go up a little higher, go up about a 1/2 inch or so. Now when you're coming with your half guard open, you're going to follow the same steps that you did to take out your true one line in the following guideline. You're doing the same steps. And you're going to end up with the blade all the way closed at the bottom, and if you need to, you could go back to your no guard blade all the way open, your true one, and you could take out any remainder line that you see. So you're going to work that lever. So now you're going to go with your 1.5 guard close, and you're going to stop right before the ridge of the head. Now you're going to come with your 1 guard open, same steps, gradually fading down, then fading up to cross check. And again, if you can't get the very first line out with your 1 guard closed, you could always go back to your half guard open to take it out. If you put the line in, you can take it out. It's just a matter of knowing, what to take it out with. So you can see I'm doing some clipper over comb here. And watch how I'm lifting up my comb. The comb determines how much I cut. So always make sure you're really looking at what you want to cut, and use your guidelines, and you're swiping across to take down the bulk, and you're swiping up to clean up what you previously cut. It's more so to smooth it out when you swipe up with your clippers. And it's like scooping ice cream with clipper over comb. So you're gonna, if you were doing a whole haircut, say you're doing a trim with clipper over comb, your comb would be pretty much fully flat at the bottom of the head, where it's going to be, the lowest. And then as you're gradually getting the longer hair, you would scoop it up or scoop it out towards you. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. So always make sure you ask, a lot how much your client wants off the top. Usually they don't know and they'll say ½ inch or inch. So make sure you educate them and know that the look that they're going for. I found that it's very important to smooth out, kind of blend the head further with shear over comb. After you do clipper over comb, I think it gives the head a better shape. I think the hair will grow back a little better too. And then I always follow up with texturizing shears. I think that really gives it a smooth look, and especially if you have a weight line when you've pretty much you couldn't do any more with your regular shears. Thinning shears are always good for the next step to go to. This is one thing I found to make it a little easier when you're doing a hard part line on somebody. Always hold the hair away with the comb. You could even put a clip in if it's long enough, or maybe even some product to kind of get it flowing the other way, just so none of that hair is getting in the way of your trimmers. And I always make sure that I flip my trimmers, kind of make the line a little sharper on both sides. I think that's helped a lot with my parts and designs. just wanted a simple two lines here. So I'm gonna lay it in there for him. And here is my signature steam towel I use on every client. And then we're gonna apply some shave gel, and that's 245. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. And I'm also gonna put all the tools and clippers that I've used in the description as well. So now we're gonna have the razor work, and always make sure you stretch that skin. That's how you're gonna get that extra closeness, and it's gonna be very comfortable for your client, so you don't cut them at all. And depending on the client's skin type, you could apply an aftershave or an astringent or toner. And then now we're gonna follow up with some hair product, and I'm using a nice pomade on him. It's like a gel wax. I think it's best for the look that he's going for. And then you could blow dry it. You could create some nice volume that with a vented brush, and to hold the finished style as well. And that is the final result right there. I loved how this cut turned out, and so did my client. Please rate this cut for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, what I could have done better, what I can explain better. Just let me know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video. And again, if you want to see more of my work, follow my Instagram at Barber Dreams by Riggs. It's been a pleasure, and until next time, YouTube, I'm out.